Good morning students, welcome to the science class. Today we are learning lesson number 7, water. Today we have studied about physical properties of water. Properties of water. Pure water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. Salts and minerals dissolved in water are responsible for its taste. Pure water which we drink, that is a colorless, odorless, means they have no smell, and tasteless, that salts and minerals which are responsible for its taste. You find that most of the substances will dissolve in water. So water is called a universal solvent. Solution. A solution is a mixture in which one substance gets dissolved in another substance. That is called a solution. Solute. The substance which dissolves in water, that is called a solute. And solvent. The substance in which solute is dissolved, that is called a solvent. For examples, first salt plus water, it gets solution because salt dissolves in water. Second example, sugar plus water, it gets solution. Sugar also dissolves in water. Next is biological importance of water. Water is the major constituent of living things. All animals and plant bodies contain about 70% of water. It is important to note that first life was born in water. Water is required for the growth of plants, and green plants need water for the production of their food. Organisms. All living organisms have enormous quantity of water in their body. Plants and animals have 70% of water in their body. Origin of very early life took place in a water, means the first life was born in water. Water is essential for the biological activities of plants and animals. Water is required for the growth of plants, and green plants, they need water for their production of their food. Even human being also needs 70% of water. Most important functions of water in our body that increase the metabolism, improves overall digestion of food, maintain proper body temperature, blood circulation, circulation of oxygen, keeps you fuller for long time, common skin problem, flushing the toxins and reduce the hair falls. It also dissolves the nutrients and salts present in our food so that digestion and absorption takes place easily. And it regulates the body temperature, and it helps to eliminate waste from the body in the form of urine and sweating. Next is potable water. Water is used for many purposes. Water which is fit for drinking is called potable water. Potable water should be colorless, odorless, and it should not contain any suspended and dissolved impurities. Potable water should be free from germs and microorganisms. Students, suppose you feel thirsty while walking on the road. Would you drink water from a muddy puddle on the ground? Of course not. Water used for drinking and cooking purposes should be pure and free from harmful germs and chemicals. The water suitable for drinking by human being is called a potable water. It is considered fit for human consumption. A sample of water should be transparent, means colorless, and odorless. It contains sufficient amount of dissolved oxygen and salts, and it be free from harmful chemicals and microorganisms. Natural water contains many unwanted substances. It is increase It is necessary to purify water before it is used for drinking and cooking. The water with unwanted substances and bacteria used for drinking and cooking, it may cause many diseases like typhoid, cholera, jaundice, dysentery, and malaria and diarrhea. Contaminated water extinguishes the aquatic life also. So, it is necessary to purify the water. What we do? Water, when we supplied in our homes, generally come from rivers, which is contaminated, means polluted, with suspended impurities, means that is a impure water, like sand, silt and clay, soluble impurities like salts and also microorganisms. Water therefore has to undergo cleaning in big purification plants before it finally reaches our homes. The three main processes that water undergoes during purifications are sedimentation, filtration, and chlorination. Next is uses of water. Uses of water. Water is used for drinking, cooking, washing, and bathing. It is also needed in large quantity for agriculture, industries, factories, and mills. Water is used to generate electricity. Such electricity is called hydroelectricity. Ships and boats that are used to transport goods and peoples sail on water. Water is required for water sports like river rafting and swimming. You can see in the picture, students. Next is water pollution. Water is physically polluted by mud, garbage, paper, food residuals, etc. Water mixed with industrial chemicals, chemical fertilizers and insecticides which have dangerous components turns the water poisonous, means toxic. Drinking this water may cause diseases like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, etc. Sometimes it may even lead to death. Contaminated water means polluted water extinguishes the aquatic life also. Extinguishes means they are die. Aquatic life means water animals. All living beings need water to carry out their life process. Thus, water can be called a supporter of life. Unfortunately, we have been constantly polluting our rivers, seas, and other water bodies. You can see in the images, students, thereby endangering the life of marine animals, means water animals, and other living beings on the earth. For instance, unsafe water can have serious health hazards in human beings, including spread of water-borne diseases such as hookworms, diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, and typhoid. Students, we continue that lesson in the next video. So today, thank you.